Hello, I'm Alex Duguid. I'm 73 and I've worked on TV as a presenter for the past 19 years and I love my job. People ask me about retirement, but that's not for me yet, as every day brings new challenges. This is my life story. I've worked for ITV and then ITV Signpost for a total of 19 years. I really enjoy coming into work every day. There's always something new to learn, which is really brilliant. And it's also a pleasure to be part of a lovely team. Both the hearing and deaf staff work really well together. When I come in, I'm working on lots of different programmes. It's great. There's Coronation Street, Emmerdale, Jeremy Kyle, Signed Stories to name but a few. When I'm out and about, people recognise me and they all know me and they'll come up to me and say, "Are you on TV?" And I say, "Yeah." And surprisingly enough, sometimes they'll ask for my autograph too. Everybody thinks I was born deaf. I've been signing for as long as I can remember, but I was born hearing. This place has changed beyond recognition from what it was like 70 years ago. Back then, it was a coal yard. There were a series of rail tracks and there were coal wagons everywhere. This is the place where my life changed completely. It's here that I became deaf. It's emotional for me, thinking about it now. I fell, I banged my face, and the impact caused me to become deaf. I can't remember who picked me up, but I was taken round the corner over there to the old mill pub where my aunt worked. We lived just around the corner. So I was taken to the pub, and from there, she phoned for an ambulance, and I was rushed to hospital. So it was here that my life changed forever. Before the accident, I was talking and I could hear, but I have absolutely no memory of being able to do those things. The fall wiped all of my memories up to that point. I remember my father telling me that before the accident I could hear. I was talking and saying nursery rhymes, but I have no recollection of this at all. I can only remember what happened afterwards. I can remember I went to a school for the deaf, where they taught those same rhymes, which my father found difficult. Later on, he would say to me, "You could say those same rhymes prior to the accident," but as I say, I have no memory of being able to do this. It was on this spot that my life changed forever. After that, the first school I went to was a local mainstream one, St. Bede's. I don't remember learning anything. I was deaf. So the only option was that I go to a school for the deaf. The priest said that because we were Roman Catholics, I had to go to a Catholic school. But unfortunately, the nearest one was Boston Spa, which was miles away. So just before my 6th birthday, that's where I was sent. This is St. John's School for the Deaf. Way back then, it was St. John's School for the Deaf and Dumb, and obviously the word dumb has since been dropped. So now it's a school for the deaf. The last time I was inside the school was some 20 years ago. I came here after I left St. Bede's when I was about 6, back in 1949. And this is where I came after I left mainstream school. I remember meeting all the children as they came over to greet me, and straight away they gave me this sign name because of the shape of my nose, and that stuck with me my whole life. I have happy memories of my time here. I made some good friends. Ken, Lola, John, many others. I said goodbye to this place 10 years later, aged 16. It was Christmas 1959. I left with lots of happy memories. We had a lot of fun in this place. I remember arriving for my first day at school in Boston Spa with my parents and these steps leading up to a massive door. In we went. I looked up, and there in front of me was a nun with the corners of her veil wafting up and down. And I thought, what on earth? And then, I think, we were shown around the dormitory, at the dining hall with all the tables and benches. And then I joined the other deaf children in the playroom. And as I scanned the room, I looked back and my parents had gone. All the children came rushing over to check out the new boy, and straight away they decided on a sign name, Alex, and that was it. That's been my sign name ever since. The education I received was okay. It could have been better, but for me it was all about the football. I loved playing football. We played lots of matches against teams from other schools, both deaf and hearing. We won quite a few trophies too. I enjoyed school. I met my good friend Ken and a number of others. We all became really good friends. So here I am, still in Boston Spa, standing not far from the school over there. I've happy memories of walking down here and swimming behind where we are now in the weir. But now I'm off to meet my old friend Ken and to share some memories of our footballing days. Oh, hello there. I haven't seen you for absolutely ages.
Good to see you. You still look the same.
So do you. I remember our time at school.
Yes, we were at school together. We had a great time. It's been ages since we left.
Yeah, we played football together.
That was the number one thing for us. I remember you were in goal that first year and were complaining because it was too cold and you didn't have any gloves.
That was why I kept letting in all those goals. You were one of the defenders.
That's right, and then you swapped positions and went in defence with me. We won a couple of trophies. I think you won one.
I won two. We won lots of games. And then, eventually, I ended up working in TV.
Yeah, I was surprised to see you working on TV. Well done.
Thank you. At school, we were all completely mad about football. And we were all pretty skillful players too. We won a lot of matches. We won some trophies, playing against deaf and hearing children. It was at school I started to think about supporting a specific team, and I still support Sunderland to this day. Now I have a season ticket and I go and see them week in, week out. I've been supporting Sunderland Football Club for 66 years and I'm actually here in the stadium walking through the tunnel. This is a massive day for me. I'm so excited, it's just beautiful. I can see the pitch. Yes! Come on, that's my seat just up there. Follow me. I've supported Sunderland since I was a little boy. I love coming here to watch the game and support my team. On a match day, the first thing I do is get myself a pie and a pint and watch the people chatting to each other. Then I make my way down to my seat and then I get embroiled in the emotion of the game, hoping all the time my team are going to win, so that makes me happy. Win or lose, I'll be here. I love watching the game and I love football, and I'm Sunderland through and through. So, this is a story about aliens who travel from outer space to Earth. And guess what? These aliens love underpants. I love working with and teaching children and using science stories. It gives me such a lot of pleasure. I feel storytelling is so important. Children learn so much from watching them, and that's what's so wonderful about them. When I think back to my own school days, most of the books we had were really complex and hard to follow. We were told nursery rhymes, but I didn't really understand there was a deeper meaning behind some of them. It wasn't until much later that I finally understood this. I just wish I'd have been read stories in the way children are now, then I'd have understood more. That's why I enjoy telling stories in this way so much.
I think it's really important that the children get access to information and can see someone sign stories for them. They pick up such a lot from it, especially how to use hand shapes. These sessions help the children learn something about their identity. I also think it helps with their social skills, and they learn to mix with different people. These sessions help develop the children's confidence, gets them thinking about what they might want to do in the future. Watching Alex is something a bit different for them. It's developing their thinking.
Bye-bye, aliens. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. They've gone back to outer space. Thank goodness they saved us. Did you all enjoy that? As well as children's storytelling, I've also worked as a volunteer at South Tyneside Deaf Club for the past 27 years, where I'm the club's general secretary. Now, when I was working as a tailor, I got that job via someone I met at the old Deaf Club. We started fundraising, and after a lot of hard work, this building here now belongs to South Tyneside Deaf Club, which is great. Come and have a look inside.
I've been coming at the club for about the past 27 years. I really enjoy it. It's fantastic. Really enjoy it, the atmosphere. Everyone chatting. It's so friendly. We're like a family. I really enjoy working behind the bar here. I do a lot of the organising. So I'll do the shopping, see we need food for the sandwiches. I help Alex with the money. So really, if something needs organising, I'll do it. Pretty much everything.
Here we are. It's Friday afternoon, and as you can see, the club is really busy. Altogether, we've got 67 of our members here chatting and enjoying themselves, which is great. In terms of age range, most of them are between 90, although we have some older than that, down to about 40. We don't really get younger people coming, but we do really need them if the Deaf Club is to continue for the good of the deaf community. Now I'm going to have a chat with Vince Quinn, our club chairman. As you know, I've been the General Secretary for well over 20 years. 27 years, in fact. How long have you been the chairperson?
24 years, I think. Years altogether. And I think 34 years on the committee.
And your wife works?
Yeah, she's the club secretary. She takes the notes for our meetings.
My wife works here too, mostly behind the bar. She organises the food and helps with the arrangements generally. Both our wives and everyone works really hard.
Oh yes, it's hard work.
He's been a fantastic supporter of the club. Everyone comes here. Without Alex, where would the Deaf Club meet in South Shields? This place is so handy for everyone.
He's a really good man because he's one of those who established the Deaf Club here at South Shields, which is really brilliant.
Oh yes, he's an amazing person. This place would never be the same without him.
I've worked as a volunteer in the Deaf Club for 27 years, acting as treasurer and general secretary, and everyone involved works really well together, which is great. The people who come are usually older. There are less and less young people who come along. And for me, that is a concern for the future. We want more young people to be involved. BSL is a different language. It's a beautiful language. It's the language that we, as deaf people, use. A long time ago, when I worked in a factory, someone asked me why I didn't teach, and I thought, why not? So I started to teach it. Then I went to Bristol University and learned how to be a teacher officially. And it's something that I continue to enjoy doing.
I think the staff at Signature have really appreciated having Alex teach them BSL over the past years. And they've really benefited from his expertise. So they know which signs to use when they're meeting deaf people. Over the years, he's provided Signature with videos of him signing and numerous other things too. Alex has worked as an assessor, working both with students' videos and meeting them. He really does have a vast amount of knowledge.
I've taught numerous deaf awareness classes across the country, and today I'm in Coronation Street to run a course for the staff here in the Rovers Return, behind me. But the training's not actually going on in that building, it's in another studio over this way. Come on, I'll show you where. Hi there.
Hi there. Hello, I'm Tracy.
I'm going to be presenting a deaf awareness course for your staff here. What are you expecting the benefits will be?
I think it's just making our staff more aware. We currently don't have anybody who I'm aware of that has a problem with their hearing. However, we have in the past had one of our actors was deaf and she came in with a translator. So it's just for us to be aware and making sure if someone does come in that we are more prepared for it.
Thank you. It was nice to talk to you. So, the handouts I've just given you have the alphabet on them. What we'll do is get you to learn how to be able to fingerspell your own name. We'll just go back a little and explain. I talked about British Sign Language a little earlier on. That's the language I use. It doesn't have the same grammar or structure or sign order as English. When I won an RTS award, I was taken completely by surprise. I was really proud of myself. Anyone who knows me knows I work hard within a team and have done so for many years. And now at Signpost there are 2 younger presenters who I'm working closely with. I'm hoping that one day they can also achieve what I have.
When I first started working here, I was really nervous and really unsure of myself, so I was hugely relieved when Alex came over. We talked and he was helpful. We talked about BSL grammar, hand shapes, linguistics, role shift. He's taught me such a lot. I mean, some words in the script I'd never come across before and I didn't know what they meant, and Alex would explain them to me. He's been so supportive and patient, making sure I understood things, and that made me feel so much more confident about what I'm doing. I'm just so lucky to have him.
The on-screen team have a meeting with Alex every week and we talk about BSL linguistics. We look at the programme scripts and how we're going to sign certain words and phrases. Alex has his own book of idioms and we think about how to translate those. He's been working on screen for so many years. He really is a role model and he has so much experience.
I've known Alex for 17 years now and we've enjoyed a close working relationship. Alex is a really hard worker, he's determined, he doesn't give and keeps working. He's also a role model for members of the deaf community and it's incredible to think he's still helping run his local deaf club after all those years. He's been asked when he's going to stop working, but he keeps going, he's incredible. For me, one of the proudest moments for Alex has to be when he was given an award by the Royal Television Society, which he richly deserved. I take my hat off to him. Well done, Alex.
I've worked really hard all of my life, and I've been very fortunate to achieve a lot in my work. I'd now like to pass any skills I have to the younger generation so they can achieve as I have. People ask me about retirement, and my response is always the same. I'm not ready yet. I want to carry on working and really enjoy the challenge of the work I do. I want to stay right here in the northeast, especially near the coastline at South Shields. I love it. It's a beautiful place with so much history. I was born and brought up in South Shields.
I've really enjoyed our lives together. We're a great fit. We like all the same things, which is good. He's a lovely person and a good husband. Well, next year it'll be our 50th golden wedding anniversary, so we need to plan something, a holiday, somewhere a bit different. We don't know where yet. We'll make a decision when we have more time, when we've a while yet to go. Last year we got a caravan, and to start off with we didn't use it that much. But this year we've been going much more, which we both really enjoy.
Growing up, the only time I left South Shields was when I went away to school at Boston Spa. I came back to South Shields. There's so much history here. It's famous for shipping and mining. And no, those things have both gone. But this is still such a beautiful place to live with this amazing beach and gorgeous coastline. I so enjoy living here.